Welcome to Cybertimelords. This week's theme is A Day in the Life. And hello, I'm Ivan. We begin with my story. This is a day in my life. Sometimes I wake up furiously, angry at the world that it just woke me up. This object screaming at me, which is my alarm clock. After that, I hurry up and gather my things and put everything in my bag and my car to get ready to go to school. And I suit up for any occasion with all my layers. And I drive to my school, which usually takes 30 minutes to an hour depending on traffic, through a freeway in a college that is literally in the middle of probably nowhere. Very small little town in the middle of the California mountains. There I have a class where I study how to write and perfect my writing, I guess. It's extremely boring. Everyone's usually asleep. I'm usually asleep. And then I go to my sociology class where I learned why people are people, why humans are humans. And it's quite interesting. But then I fall asleep. So after class I drive back home, usually a very long time. And then I just lip sync to my favorite songs and just rock out while listening to anything basically. And then when I get home, I just binge stream on Netflix. But then my alarm rings again and I have to go drive to my little brother's elementary and pick him up and go back home. And then I have to prepare to battle my long-awaited homework, which I usually do in the very last minute. And then usually I just read one of my books I have to read for school. And usually I just end the day by playing video games or doing anything else on my phone or go on the internet as usual. And on the weekends I go out with my friends and just chill basically at the usual spot.
Alright, hi guys, I'm sure you enjoyed Ivan's rendition of A Day in the Life. And this is Cole with my routine, my daily routine, Monday through Friday. Weekends are an exception. Here we go. So I wake up with my alarm, which is probably my third one by the time I wake up because I need that many just to get myself out of bed. Usually I just hit snooze way too many times, like I shouldn't even be allowed to have a snooze button. I don't know, picking out outfits, it's basically just a question of, is this clean? Does it smell okay? Let's see, for breakfast, I usually just grab a bowl of cereal, soy milk, because I'm lactose. And I'm usually just checking my phone, like Instagram, Facebook, stuff like that. And while I'm driving to school, I'm usually singing along to the radio with the windows rolled down, of course, so everybody can hear. By the time I get to school, I'm tired, it's cold, and my first class is at 8 and it's math, so you can imagine what that's like. I go home for lunch and I watch Price is Right while eating lunch. So I'm pretty much glued to the TV for an hour watching Price is Right. It's one of my favorite shows now. I have a couple hours to kill until my afternoon class, which is probably just playing Uno with my mom or something. Even though I could be doing homework, but priorities. See, one of my second classes has about 100 people in there. So it's like elbow to elbow, right? That first day of that class, the one with 100 people, there was this girl next to me and she asked me, she's like, does my hair look okay? She asked if her hair looked okay. Well, not mine, but hers. And I was like, oh yeah, someone's talking to me, I'm gonna have a friend, And I was like, oh no, it looks fine. And then she asked the girl next to her, and the girl was like, oh, you got a little hair sticking out. And I'm like, I gotta move. So then the next time in that class, I moved to the front seat so I didn't have to sit next to her. So then after that class, I go home, watch more TV. I watch Let's Make a Deal. That's also one of my favorite shows that I watch with my mom. And sometimes I do homework. sometimes I put it off and that's not good. But I have better things to do. I don't know, it's later in the evening and by that time it's probably dinner. So I have dinner with my family. And I just take a quick shower. I use my favorite shampoo. It's a dog. So then I just chill out in my room. It's like my cave. And then I just either watch TV or go on my phone or, you know, nothing in particular. And then it comes to bedtime and it takes me about like 2 hours to fall asleep. So during that time, I'm just thinking about life and its awkward moments and everything I've done. And that's probably why I stay up so long. And then I'm ending this with a Back to the Future screen cap. This is probably me in the morning after a sleepless night. And you know, my day just begins again. Same thing, same times. So, hope you enjoyed it. Bye.
Why are you crying?
It was emotional.